My dearest lover, you put the wild waters in this roar, away them. Oh, I suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel with no doubt some noble creature on her dashed all to pieces, with the cry that knocked against my very heart. For souls they perished.
Tell your piteous heart, there's no harm done, no harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I'm more better than Prospera, mistress of a full poor cell, and I no greater mother.
More to know, did never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand, and pluck my magic garment from me. Lie there, my aunt. Sit down. For now thou must no farther.
You've often begun to tell me what I am, but stop.
Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this house? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not 3 years old.
It is far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance in my remembrance, Florence. Had I not 4 or 5 women once attended me?
Thou hast, and more, Miranda. 12 years since. 12 years since. Thy mother held the dukedom of Milan and a princely power.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play that we carried that we came from thence? Or blessed was it we did?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, will be heaved thence, but blessedly hold thither.
Please you farther.
My sister and thine aunt, called Antonia, I pray thee, mark me, that a sister should be so perfidious. She who next thyself of all the world did I love, and to her put the manage of my state, as at that time I to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. Thus all. But so attend me.
Ma'am, most equally.
I, thus neglecting worldly ends, all dedicated to closeness and the bettering of my mind, did awake in my sister an evil nature. She being thus lorded, did believe she was indeed the Duchess. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, ma'am, would cure deafness.
Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough. The King of Naples, being an enemy to me inveterate, hearkens my sister's suit, and should presently extricate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors on my sister, whereon in the dead of darkness, a treacherous army hurried thence, me and thy crying cell.
Alack, for pity! Wherefore did not that hour destroy us?
Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me. In few, they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat. The very rats instinctively had quit it. There they hoist us.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a cherubim thou wast, that did preserve me. Thou didst smile, infused with a fortitude from heaven.
How came we ashore?
My providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water, that ennobled Neapolitan. Gonzala did give us. Fine garments, linens, stuffs and necessaries. Knowing I loved my books, she furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my due. Here in this island we arrived, and here have I, thy schoolmistress, made thee more profit than other princesses can, that have tutors not so careful.
Heavens, thank you for it. And now I pray you, ma'am, your reason for raising the sea storm.
Oh, by accident most strange, a bountiful fortune hath my nephew brought to the shore. Here cease more questions, thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness, and give it way. I know thou canst not choose. Come away, spirit, come, approach, my Ariel.
Oh, hail, grave mistress! Oh, grave man, hail! I have come to do thy best pleasure. Be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fires, to ride on curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and all of her qualities.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to points the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article I board the king's ship. Now in the waist, in the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometime I'll divide and burn up in many places. On the topmast, the yards, the bowstrap, but I flamed distinctly. Not a soul, but I felt a fever of mad and played some tricks of desperation. The king's son Ferdinand, with hair of raising, cried, "All the devils are here!"
But are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And, as thou badest me, in troops I have dispersed about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling on the air with sighs. In an odd angle the island sitting, his arms in this sad knot.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed. But there's more work.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised me, which is not yet performed me.
How now, moody? What is thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be out, no more.
I pray thee, remember, I have done thee worthy service, and told thee no lies. I made thee no mistakings, served without grudge or grumbling. Thou did promise to bade me a full year.
Dost thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No,
Thou dost. Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with age and envy was grown into a hoop? Hast thou forgot her?
no, ma'am.
Thou hast. You must once a month recount what thou hast been. This witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and sorceries too terrible to enter human hearing, was hither brought with child, and was here left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportst thyself, was then her servant, and for thou wast a spirit too delicate to act her earthy and afford. Refusing her grand hests, she did confine thee. 12 years into a closet. She died, and left thee there. Then was this island saved for the child she left here, fretting well, which born, not honored, but keep in shape,
Yes, Caliban, her child.
whom I now keep in service. Thou best knows from what a torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl and penetrate the breasts of ever angry bears. It was a torment that Sycorax could not again undo. 'Twas mine art which, making wine and let thee out.
I thank thee, mistress.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in its iron till thou hast found the way to hell.
Pardon me, mistress. I will be correspond to command and do my spiriting gently.
Do so. And it returns on the stars sleep.
That's my noble mistress. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do?
Make thyself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go, take this shape, and hither come in it. Go, handsome but diligent. Hearken thine ear.
My mistress, it shall be done.
Awake, dear heart, awake. Will this in Caliban?
'Tis a villain, ma'am, I do not love to look on.
She does make our fire, fetch in our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. What ho, slave, Caliban, thou art thou speak. There's wood enough within. Come forth, I say, there's other business for ye. Come now toward this way.
Southwest blowing and blister all over you.
For this, be sure tonight thou shalt be pinched.
I must eat my dinner. This island's mine. My cigarette's my mother. When thou camest first, thou struckest me and madest much of me, and taught me how to name thy bigger light, and how to bless the things that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, and I showed thee all the qualities of the isle. Curse be that I did so, for I am all the subjects you have, which first was mine own queen.
Thou flying slave, filth as thou art, with human care, and lodge thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to attack my only daughter.
The poor slave, I pity thee. Took pains to make thee speak, taught thee each hour one thing or other. But thou didst not savage know thine own meaning, but wouldst gather like a thing most brutish. I endowed thy purpose with words that made them know. You taught me language. My profit on it is this: I know how to curse. The red plague rid you from enemy language!
Quit, seed hence, fetch us in fuel and be quick. If thou neglects or dost unwillingly with our command, I'll rack thee with old cramps.
No, pray thee, I must obey her. Her art is of such power.
Say something, I'm giving.
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? It sounds no more. Weeping again the king my father's wreck, this music crept by me on the waters. I have followed it, but 'tis gone. No, it sounds again. Diddy does remember my drowned father.
The fringed curtains of thine eye advance, and say what thou seest, John.
What is it, a spirit? Look how it looks now. Believe me, man, it carries a brave form, but it is a spirit.
No, dear. It eats and sleeps, and has such senses as we have such. This gallant, as thou seest, is in the wreck. Thou mightst call him a goodly person.
I might call it a thing divine. Nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Spirit, I will be thee within 2 days for this.
Oh, you wonder. Be you a maid or a goddess?
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language! Heavens, I am the best of them that speak this speech.
How the best? What wert thou the king of Naples heard thee?
A single thing, as I myself am Naples, who with mine own eyes beheld the king my father wrecked.
Alack, for mercy!
Yes, faith, and all his lords, the Duchess of Milan and her brave son being twain.
The Duchess of Milan and her more braver daughter could control thee if now 'twere fit to do it. First sight they have changed eyes. Carry along this. A word, good sir. I fear you've done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speak to my mother so ungently? This is the first man that e'er I saw.
henceforth I'll make you the Queen of Naples.
Soft, sir. 20 words more. We are both in either's powers, but this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. One word more, I charge thee, attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name you owe us not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple.
Follow me. Speak not for him, he's a traitor. Come on, I'll hold him back.
No!
No, dear mother, make not to rest a trial of him, for he is gentle and not fearful.
Put up thy sword, traitor. Thy conscience is so possessed with guilt that I can now disarm thee with a stick.
Oh, beseech your mother, have pity. I'll be his surety.
Hush. Dost thou think there is no more such shapes as he?
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see it come to the man.
These threats are but light to me. Might I through my prison once a day behold this maid? Space enough have I in such a prison.
It works. Come on. Thou hast done well, fine Ariel. Follow me. Hark what thou else shalt do me.
Be of comfort. My mother's of a better nature, sir, than she appears.
Come, follow. Speak not for him.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause. So have we all, of joy. I mean our preservation, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge. The visitor will not give him or so. Look, she's winding up the watch of her wit. By and by she will strike.
Sir,
One, tell,
whenever grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer.
$1. $1 comes to her indeed. You have spoken truer than you purposed. You've taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord,
Fie, what a spendthrift is she of her tongue.
I prithee, spare.
well, I have done, but yet,
She will be talking.
though this island seem to be desert, uninhabitable, and almost inaccessible,
Yet
yet,
could not miss.
it must needs be of subtle, tender, and delicate temperance. The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones, or as if 'twere perfumed by a fen.
Here's everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live, and of that there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks. How green.
Oh, the ground indeed is tawny, with an eye of granite. Oh, she misses not much. No, she doth but mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, and this indeed is almost beyond credit, that our garments, being as they were drenched by the sea, hold notwithstanding their freshness and glossiness.
If but one of her pockets could speak, would it not say she lies? Aye, or very falsely pocket up her report.
Methinks our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis, at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. My son is lost, mine heir of Naples and of Milan.
Sir, he may yet live. I saw him beat the surgeons under him and ride upon their backs. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss.
Prithee, peace.
We've lost your son, I fear, forever, and the fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the lost.
My lady Sebastian, the truth you speak doth lack some gentleness. And time to speak it in. You rub the sore when you should bring the plaster. Had I plantation of this isle and were queen on it, what would I do? No occupation. All men idle. All, and women too. No sovereignty.
Yet she would be queen on the end of her commonwealth forgets the beginning.
all things that common nature should produce, all abundance to feed my innocent people. I would with such perfection govern, sir, to excel the golden age.
God save her majesty! Oh, long live Gonzala!
And Harvey,
Prithee, no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe your highness. These gentlewomen always used to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
Who in this kind of merry fooling am nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh, what a blow was here given.
Will you laugh me to sleep then? For I'm very heavy.
What? All so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Oh, we too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest. I find myself not disposed to sleep. Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian, oh, what might? No more. And yet, methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldst be. My strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head. What? Art thou waking? Do you not hear me speak? I do, and it is a sleepy language, and thou speakest out of thy sleep. Noble Sebastian, thou lets thy fortune sleep. Die rather, wait, whilst thou art waking. Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snore. Well, I'm standing water. I'll teach you how to float. Do so. Thus, man, 'tis as impossible the king's son's undrowned as he that sleeps here swim. I have no hope that he undrowned. Oh, out of that no hope, what great hope have you? Tell me, who's the next heir of Naples? Claribel. She that is queen of Tunis. 'Tis true. My brother's daughter is queen of Tunis. So is she heir of Naples. Twixt which region there is some space. The space whose every cubit seems to cry out. Keep in Tunis, and let Sebastian wake. Say this were death which now hath seized them. Why, they were no worse off than they are now. Oh, that you bore the mind that I did. What a sleep this would be for your advancement. Do you understand me? Methinks I do. I remember you did present your sister Prospera. True. And look how well my garments sit upon me. Much featurer than before. My sister's servants were then my fellows. Now, they are my men. But for your conscience. Aye, ma'am. Where lies that? I feel no such deity in my bosom. 20 consciences that stand twixt me and Milan, can it be and melt ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth on which he lies upon, if he were that which now he's like. That's dead, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, can lay to bed forever. Whilst you doing thus, the perpetual wink for I, can put this ancient morsel, who should not upbraid our course. Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent, and as thou gott'st Milan, I shall come by Naples. Draw thy sword, and one stroke shall free thee from the tribute of which thou payest, and I, the queen, shall love thee. Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzala. Oh, but one word.
My lady, through her art, perceives the danger that you, her friend, are in, and sends me forth, or else her project dies, to keep thee living.
But let us both be sudden.
What? Oh no! Ho, awake! Why are you drawn?
While we stood here, securing repose, even now we heard the hollow bursts of bellowing, like both, rather lions. Did not wake you. It struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, 'twas a din to fright a monster's ear, to make an earthquake. Sure it was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzala?
Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a I shaked you, sir, and cried. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise, that's verily. 'Tis best we stand our guard, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead off this round. Let's make further search for my poor son.
Heaven keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the isle.
Lead away.
Prospera, my lady, shall know what I have done. So, King, go safely on to seek thy son.
sports are painful, and their labor of delight in them sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious, but oh, the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes all my labors pleasure. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her mother's crabbed, and she's composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a sore injunction. My sweet mistress weeps when she sees me work and says, such baseness had never like executor. I forget, but these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors, most busy, lest when I do it.
Alas, now pray, work not so hard. And with the lightning I work with those logs you're on joint and pile. Pray, set it down and rest you. When this burns, to weep the heart of weary. My mother's heart, I say. Pray, rest yourself. She's safe for these 3 hours.
Oh, most noble mistress, the sun will set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you sit down, I'll burn your logs a while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature, I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, for my clothes to good, and yours it is dead.
Poor maid, thou art infected. This dissipation shows it.
I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my mother Brooker has to say so.
Admired Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world.
I do not know what more that I may call men than you, good friend. I do not wish any companion in the world but you, nor can imagination form a shape beside yourself to like of. But I prattle something too wildly, and my mother's precepts I there do forget.
I am in my condition a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service, and for your sake am I this patient logman.
Do you love me?
Oh heaven, oh earth, bear witness to the sound. I, beyond all manner of what else in the world, do love, prize, and honor you.
I'm a fool to weep at what I'm glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness that I dare not offer what I desire to give. I'm your wife if you'll marry me. If not, I'll die in vain.
My mistress dearest, and I must humble ever.
My husband then?
Aye, but with a heart as willing of bondage ere of freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it. And now farewell till half an hour hence.
1,000,000.
So glad of this as they, I cannot be, who are surprised at all. But my rejoicing at nothing could be more. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
Servant monster, come to me. Servant monster, the folly of this island. They say there's but 5 on this isle. We are 3 of them. If the other 2 be like-brained, the state totters. By this light thou shalt be my lieutenant. Lieutenant, if you list, she's no standard.
I'll not serve her. She's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster.
Lo, how she mocks me. Wilt thou let her, my lady? Bite her to death, I pray thee.
Tringula, keep a good tongue in your head. The poor monster's my subject.
Wilt thou hearken once again to the suit I made thee?
Marry will I, kneel and repeat it. I shall stand, and so shall Tringula.
As I told thee before, this island is subject to a tyrant, a sorceress, that by her cunning hath cheated me of the isle.
Thou liest!
Thou liest! I would my valiant mistress would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Tringula, if you trouble her any more, I will supplant some of your teeth.
Why? I said nothing.
Mum then, and no more. Proceed.
I say, my sorcery she got the isle. From me, she got it. If thou wilt, revenge it on her, for I know thou darest. Thou shalt be queen of the isle, and I'll serve thee.
Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yes, yes, my lady. I'll yield it to thee. Asleep.
Thou liest! Thou canst not!
I do beseech thee, greatness, give her blows! Trincula, interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand I'll make a stockfish of thee!
Why, what did I did nothing. I'll stand farther off.
Didst thou not say she lied?
Thou liest!
Do I so take thou that? As you like it, give me the lie another time! I did not give the lie! Forward with your tail. Prithee, stand farther off. Beat her enough, and after a little time, I'll beat her too.
Come proceed.
Stand farther. As I told thee before, it's custom with her in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayest braid her after having first seized her box. For without them she is a fool, as am I, and hath not one spirit to command. They all do hate her as rootedly as I. Monster, I will kill this woman. I shall be queen, and Trincula and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trincula?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I am sorry to beat thee. Within this half hour she be asleep. Wilt thou destroy her then?
On my honor.
This I will tell my mistress.
Thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure. Let us be jocking. What does this say? Thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. Oh, forgive me my sin. Mercy upon us. Art thou afeard? No, monster. Not I. Be not afeard. The isle's full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs. They give delight and hurt not. Sometimes but 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears. And sometimes, if I had waked after a long sleep, would make me sleep again. And then in dreams, the clouds, methought, would open to show riches ready to drop upon me, that when I waked, I cried to dream again. This shall prove a brave kingdom to me, where I shall have my music for nothing, when prosper is destroyed. That shall be by and by. I remember the story.
The music's going away. Let's follow it.
Lead, monster. We'll follow. I would I could hear this heavier. He lays it on.
Let's come. I'll follow. Stephanie.
Go no further, sir. My old clothes stink.
Sit down and rest. Even here I will put off my hope and keep it no longer. He is drowned, whom thus we straight to find.
I am right glad to hear he's so out of hope. Do not for one repulse forgo the purpose we resolved to effect.
The next advantage we will take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight.
Tonight, I say, no more.
What harmony is this? My good friends, hark!
Marvelous, sweet music.
Give us kind keepers! Heavens, what were these?
A living drollery. Now I believe they are unicorns. They vanish strangely.
You are 3 men of sin, whom destiny that hath to ensmith the lower world and what is in it, the never serpentine sea, has caused to belch up you on this isle, which doth no man inhabit. You among men being most unfit to live. I've made you mad, and yet with such like valor men hang and drown their proper selves. You fools, I and my fellows are ministers of fate. The elements of whom your swords are tampered may as well wound the loud winds, or with be mocked at stabs kill the still closing waters, than diminish one gem that's in my plume. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. Even if you could harm, your swords are now too massy for your strength, and will not be uplifted. But remember, For that's my charge to you, that you three from Milan did to plant good Prospera, exposed unto the sea which hath requited her and her innocent child, for which foul deed the powers, delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all living creatures, against your peace. Thee of thy son Alonso, they have bereft, and do pronounce by me, lingering perdition, worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you in your ways, whose wrath to guard you from, which here, in this most desolate isle, else falls upon your heads, is nothing but hard sorrow and a clear life ensuing.
Bravely the figure of this harpy hast thou performed, my Ariel. My high charms work, and these, mine enemies, are all lit up in their distractions. They are in my power, and in these fits I'll leave them, while I visit young Ferdinand, who they suppose is drowned, and his and mine loved darling.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, it is monstrous, monstrous! Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me. The name of Prosper. It did base my trespass. Therefore, my son, I'll sink deeper than ever plummet sounded.
1 feet at a time! I'll fight their legions on! I'll be thy second!
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like poison given to work a great time after, now gets to bite the spirit. I do beseech you that our subtler joints fold them swiftly and hinder them from what this ecstasy may now provoke them to.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. For I have given you here a third of mine own life, for that for which I live. Once again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but my trials of thy love, and thou hast strangely stood the test. Herefore, heaven, I ratify this my rich gift. Oh, Ferdinand, do not admire me that I boast her off, for thou shalt find that she will outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her.
I do believe it.
Then take my daughter. But not before all sanctimonious ceremonies may with full and holy rite be ministered.
As I hope for quiet days with such love as 'tis now, nothing shall ever melt mine honor into lust, to take away the edge of that day's celebration.
Fairly spoken. Sit then and talk with her. She is thine own. What, Ariel? My industrious servant, Ariel.
What will it be, my potent mistress? Here I am.
Go bring the spirits, for which I give thee power, here to this place. Incite them to quick motion, for I must confer upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art. It's my promise, and they expect it from me.
Presently,
I with a twinkling.
before you can say come and go, and breathe twice and cry, so, each one tripping on his toe will be here with mop and mow. Do you love me, mistress? No?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel. Do not approach until thou dost hear me call.
Well, I can see.
Look thou be true. Do not give dalliance to much to rain.
I warrant you, ma'am.
Well. Now come, my Ariel. No tongue. All eyes. Be silent.
May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits, which by mine art I have brought from their confines to enact my present fancies.
Oh, let me live here ever. Such a rare, wondered mother and a wife makes this place paradise.
Sweet. Now be silent. There's something else to do. Hush and be mute, or else our spell is marred.
It's gonna be you. Only you. It's gonna be you. Only you. You're the only one in you. And baby, that's part of you. And I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. Hey kids, spelling is fun. Girl, there ain't no I in T, but you know there is a me. And you can't spell awesome without me. I promise that nobody's gonna love you like me. Me loves all of you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. Since I give you all of me, and you give you all of you, make me smile like the sun, fall out of bed, sing like a bird, dizzy in my head, spin like a record, crazy on a Sunday night. You can make me dance like a fool, forget how to breathe, shine like gold, buzz like a bee. Just the thought of you can drive me wild. Oh, you can make a whole new world. Every turn I saw into her eyes, every song that read letter, I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world. A whole new. That's where we'll be. That's where we'll be. A thrilling chase. A wondrous place for you and me.
I had forgotten that foul conspiracy of the beast Caliban and her compatriots against my life. The minute of their plot is almost here. Well done, boys, no more!
This is strange. Your mother's in some mood that works her strongly.
Never till this day saw I get such a thing as this.
You do look, my son, in a mood sore, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended, and these are actors, as I foretold you. We're all spirits, and they've melted into air, into thin air. And like the insubstantial pageant faded, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, the all which it inherit shall dissolve, and leave not a wreck behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness. My brain is troubled. Be not disturbed with my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire into my cell and there repose. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish her peace.
Come with a thought, I thank thee, Ariel, come!
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban. Thy shape invisible, retain thou still. The trumpery in my house. Go bring it hither to catch these thieves.
I go, I go.
A devil, a born devil, upon whose nature nurture can never stick, on whose my pains humanely taken, lost, all lost, quite lost.
Seest thou here the mouth of the cell? No noise, and enter. Do that good mischief that may make thy island thine own forever, and I, thy Caliban! Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, Queen Stephanie, look what a wardrobe is here for thee!
I'll let none on and do the murder first, and we shall lose our time.
Monster, help me to bear this away, or I'll turn you out of my kingdom. Go to carry this.
And this!
I and this!
Let them be hunted soundly. At this hour lie at my mercy all mine enemies. Now does my project gather to a head. My charms crack not, my spirits obey, and time goes upright with his carriage. How's the day?
About the 6th hour, at which time, my lady, ye said our work would cease.
I did say so when first I raised the Tempest. Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge, just as you left them, ma'am. All prisoners, the king, his sister, and your sister, remain all three distracted, and the remainder mourning over them, brimful of sorrow and dismay. But chiefly her whom you termed, ma'am, the good old lady Gonzala. Her tears run down her face like winter drops on eaves of leaves. Your charms so strongly works them, that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, ma'am, were I human.
And mine shall. Hast thou, which art heart but air, a touch of feeling of their afflictions? And shall not myself, one of their kind, that relish all as sharply, passion as they, be kindlier moved than thou art? Though by their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason against my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose doth extend not a frown further. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, ma'am.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes and groves, and you who on the sand with crippless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune and fly him when he comes back. You whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure gulf set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and drifted Jove's stout oak with his own boat. The stout braced promontory have I made shake, and by the spurs plucked up the pine and cedar. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped and let them forth by my so chosen heart. But this rough magic I here abjure, and when I require some heavenly music, even now I do, to work my ends upon their senses, that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. There stand, for or you are spell stopped. The charm dissolves apace, and as the morning steals upon the night, melting the darkness, so their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clearer reason. Oh, good Gonzala, my true preserver, and a loyal man to whom thou followest. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy sister was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched to art now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood. You, sister mine, who entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature, who with Sebastian here would have killed your king. I forgive. Unnatural though thou art. Marion, fetch me the hat and rapier from myself. I will discase me and present myself as I was sometime Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free. Aye, that's my delicate Ariel. I shall miss thee. Yet, thou shalt have freedom. So.
I drink the air before me and return, or ere your pulse twice beat.
Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duchess of Milan, Prospera. And to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome.
Since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind amends, for which I fear a madness held me. Thy dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me my wrongs. But how should Prospera be living, and be here?
First, let me embrace thy age, noble friend, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or be not, I'll not swear.
You do still taste some subtleties of the isle that will not let you believe things certain. Welcome, my friends all. But you, my race of ladies, were I so minded I could here justify you traitors. At this time I will tell no tales.
The devil speaks in her.
No. For you, most wicked ma'am, whom to call sister would even infect my mouth. I forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospera, give us particulars of thy preservation, for since wrecked upon the shore where I have lost my dear son Ferdinand.
If I the like lost, for I have lost my daughter.
A daughter? Oh heavens, that they were both here in Naples, the king and queen there, that they were, I wish. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest. No more of this. Welcome, sir. This sells my court. Pray you, look in. My dukedom, since you have given me again, I will requite you with as good a thing.
Checkmate.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
I would not, my dearest love, not for the world.
Yes, for a score of kingdoms you strangle, and I would call it fair play.
If this prove a vision of the island, one son shall I twice lose.
A most high miracle.
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise and sail, thou camest here.
Oh, wonder, how many goodly creatures are there? How beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to me.
What is this maid with whom thou wast at play?
By immortal providence, she's mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for his advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duchess of Milan, and mother this lady makes her to me.
And I am now her father. But oh, how oddly will it sound to ask my child for forgiveness.
There, sir, stop. Let us not burden our remembrance with a heaviness that's gone.
Ferdinand found a wife that he himself was lost. Prosper pursued them in a lonely isle, and all of us ourselves, and no man was his own.
Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart, that doth not wish you joy.
Was it well done?
Bravely, my dear. Thou shalt be free. Go set Caliban and her companions free. Untie the spell. There are yet missing of your company a few odd ones that you remember not.
Let every man shake for all the rest, and let no man take care for himself!
It is a goodly sight. These be brave spirits. How fine my mistress is! I am afraid she'll chastise me.
What are these things, Lady Antonia? Will money buy them?
Oh, very like. One is a plain fish, and no doubt marketable.
Two of these fellows you must know and own. This thing of darkness, knowledge mine.
Why? I'm not Stephanie! It's our butler, Stephanie!
Oh, don't touch me! I'm not Stephanie. I'm Cramp.
You'll be queen of the isle, Sierra.
Would have been a sore one then.
This is a strange thing as e'er I looked on.
Her mother was a witch. Go, Sierra, to my cell. Take with thee your companions. As you seek to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will. And I'll be wiser hereafter, and seek for grace. What a thrice devil fool I was, to take this butler for God, and worship the dull fools.
Sir, I invite you and your train to my poor cell, where you may take your rest for this one night. And then in the morn, I'll bring you to your ship, which is tight and yard, and bravely rigged as when you first set out to sea. And thence to Naples, where I hope to see the nuptials of these our beloved Salvadis, and thence retire me to my Milan.
I long to hear the story of your life.
I'll deliver all, and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, and sails so expeditious you'll catch your royal fleet far off. Ariel, chick, that is thy charge, and then to the elements be free, and fare thou well. Please you, draw near. Now my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's mine own, which is most faint. Now 'tis true I must be here confined by you, or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I have my dukedom got, and pardon the deceiver, dwell in this bare island by your spell. But free me from my bands, with the help of your good hands. Breath of yours my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant. And my ending is despair, unless I be relieved by prayer, which pierces so, it assaults mercy itself, and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardoned be, let your indulgence set me free.
Now, yes, sir. coming out and seeing this. Thank you so much for supporting us. Again, if you want to leave any donations, we have the pink bucket over there. Thank you so much for supporting that. We do have another lovely show coming up on August 9th to 10th, Alice in Wonderland at Thompson United Methodist Church. You can come out and see it for free again. Thank you again so much for coming out. Have a lovely evening.
I'll pass.
Yep, I'll take care of it.